This was a really hard-fought win. We were very well aware of the quality of opponent and the Bryant Bulldogs. Coach Gasser's done a terrific job. They really do a great job of creating tempo. And I felt like our guys, although we got sped up a little bit in the first half, I think we were up 18-9 or 18-11, and they caught us and passed us. But I think we were more poised in this 40 minutes of basketball than we have been the majority of the season. So I see growth and excited about that. Questions?
Yeah, sure. You've said this year you want to get back to where you've been recently, and tonight, season low 7 turnovers. You average 1.2 points per possession. Is that about as good as you want to see against a good team like Bryant that tries to speed you up?
It was better. I don't know about as good as I want to see. I want to see a game with 0 turnovers, but I realize that that's uncommon. But I just think our guys, our offense and defense are married to one another, and I think when we're doing what we need to do on the defensive end, and then taking our time on the offensive end, but capitalizing on numbers or opportunities, I think we're a better team. So definitely was a step.
Limit them to, besides the points in the paint, second chance points. They didn't get very many. They, weren't very active on the offensive rebounds. Was that something that pleased you with, just limiting them to one shot? And normally those were contested shots.
Yeah, I thought our defensive game was fairly complete. Again, we're always looking for improvement, James. So there's some areas of growth, but this is game 11, so we're a third of the way through the season, and to come on a neutral floor, had a little bit of travel stuff yesterday, and play at 12:30 a tip against a really good team. I just felt like the character in the room and their commitment to outlasting was authentic today.
I feel like Zach Cleveland gave you guys some really good minutes when Robinson and Preston got in foul trouble in the first half. Can you talk about Cleveland and his development this year?
Yeah, Zach stemmed the tide in the first half, and Blake did it in the second half. But again, that's the versatility of our group. And sometimes what's celebrated are statistics. So whether it's scoring or assisting or rebounding, that oftentimes gets highlighted. But there's so much more to the game. And again, we've got a room full of guys that are willing, and I love this about them, that are willing to give the team what we need, as opposed to giving the team what you feel like giving. I think the two are very different. And man, Zach, he's not concerned about how many he scores. He but he takes advantage of his opportunity. And then Blake was very similar in that pursuit today. So, and Colin Porter does not play like a freshman. You add those things up, and when our returners play as consistently as they did tonight, I think that's what you get, or have a chance to get.
Coach, want to ask you about Darius McGee, 415 made threes now. He just passed Steph Curry for 15th on the all-time list.
Well, again, look at his coach. Yeah, he's Darius McGee, and we're all familiar with how accurate he is from behind that arc. I don't know how many 4-point plays he's had in his career, but if they keep that stat, I think he'd have a high number of them. But he's special, and what makes Darius or unique to most guys with his ability is his humility and his desire to win the game. Nick, you got another one?
Yeah, just the balance, I guess. I mean, when you look at, he's got 22, Kyle's got 17, Brody's 16. I mean, that's the formula to win a lot of games, isn't it?
I meant the other Nick. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, again, I don't know what Peeves is in the nation in terms of accuracy, but yeah, I do know this. When he gets a shot attempt, I think it's going in. So when you have two guys on the floor like that, and usually it's a Kyle Rode as a third, a version of that. I think we've got some offensive weaponry that when we're right, we can really be effective on that end. And even if we're not, I hope our defense can continue to grow so we can stay as competitive as we hope to be.